Get out! You're like a beggar now! You're not welcome here!
Son, Dad has nowhere to live now.
Get lost! Seeing you makes me sick! You stink! And the neighbors will laugh at me!
Barry, I am your father!
I pretended to be penniless and asked my millionaire children for help, but they treated me like trash and threw me out of their homes. Yet my son Lucaro taught me a lesson I will never forget. My name is Pierre. I am 76 years old and I built a business empire. I worked up to 18 hours a day, enduring humiliation, exhausted to the bone, just so my 3 children would never lack anything. When I finally had money, I gave them everything: studying abroad, luxury apartments, brand new cars, and a carefree life. Without realizing it, I was no longer their father, but their ATM. One night, alone in my office, I suddenly understood the truth. My 2 older children only called me when they needed money. The only one who ever called to check on me was my youngest son, Lucas, a public school teacher whom everyone looked at with pity. That night, I made the hardest decision of my life: to pretend I had lost everything. I put on old clothes, left my bank cards behind, and walked the streets like the homeless. I wanted to know who would open their door to me when I had nothing. I first went to my daughter Miri's house. The moment she saw me, she looked at me with disgust, told me to leave, said I smelled bad, didn't want to upset the neighbors, and slammed the door without another word. Then I went to my son Khaled's home. He is an internal medicine doctor. He didn't let me say a single word, threw a bill at me, and told me to leave because he had an important dinner to attend. 2 children, 2 slammed doors, 2 slaps I will never forget. Completely exhausted, I finally reached the last house. The small home of my youngest son Lucaro and his wife Lena. Lena was the daughter-in-law I once looked down on because she was poor. When Lucaro saw me filthy and shivering, he led me in without hesitation, gave me a blanket, and shared his food with me, even though he himself had almost nothing. That night I pretended to be asleep and listened to their quiet conversation. They planned to sell their only belongings to support me. That was when I understood what money could never teach me. True love is not about wealth, but about sacrifice. But the next morning, when my lawyer and bodyguards arrived at that modest house, what happened left everyone stunned. Want to know what I did next? Follow me and comment. Part 2.